In the age of exploration, one man dared to chart a course through uncharted waters, forever changing the course of history. This is the story of Ferdinand Magellan. Born under the Portuguese sun around the year 1480, destiny had already begun weaving a tapestry of adventure for young Ferdinand. He grew up on tales of daring explorers, their voyages igniting within him a burning desire to discover new lands and establish trade routes to the wealthy East Indies. As a sprightly youth, Ferdinand found himself in the service of the Portuguese queen, acting as her page. Here, he was inducted into the art of navigation and was privy to the enigmatic secrets of the sea. An aura of anticipation surrounded him, for he was eager to prove his mettle. Soon enough, Ferdinand found himself amid the robust Portuguese fleet, participating in expeditions to the exotic lands of Africa and India, marking the beginning of his journey into the annals of history. But it was in the service of Spain that Magellan would make his mark on history. A daring adventurer at heart, he envisioned a bold plan that would alter the course of exploration forever. He proposed to King Charles I of Spain a daring idea to pioneer a westward route to the Spice Islands and bypass the perilous waters of the Cape of Good Hope. This audacious plan, if successful, would establish a safer, faster route to the coveted riches of the East Indies. The king, captivated by the promise of new trade routes and untapped wealth, granted Magellan his blessing. And so, with royal backing, Magellan began assembling a fleet worthy of such a monumental voyage. 5 ships, the Trinidad, San Antonio, Concepcion, Victoria and Santiago, were prepared for the journey, loaded with provisions and manned by a crew of about 270 men. With the king's blessing, Magellan assembled a fleet of 5 ships and set sail from Seville on September 20th, 1519. His crew braved storms, mutiny and starvation as they crossed the Atlantic Ocean and navigated the treacherous waters of South America. Their journey was fraught with danger, their path uncharted. Yet, inspired by Magellan's unyielding spirit and guided by his masterful navigation, they pressed on, their resolve as relentless as the crashing waves. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. The vastness of the ocean seemed endless, their destination a distant dream. But amid the desolation, they discovered a beacon of hope, a narrow passage that would later bear Magellan's name, the Strait of Magellan. This was their gateway to the unknown, their passage to the unexplored lands of the East Indies. They ventured forth, their hearts filled with a mix of trepidation and exhilaration. It was a moment of triumph, an affirmation of their indomitable spirit. Emerging into the Pacific Ocean, they became the first Europeans to sail across the vast expanse of water. Their journey took them to the Pacific Islands, where they encountered indigenous peoples who had never before seen Europeans. These islands, a paradise of azure waters and lush greenery, were home to a myriad of cultures, each with their own customs, languages, and ways of life. Magellan and his crew, strangers in this strange land, were met with curiosity and caution by the locals. Intrigued by these new faces, the islanders welcomed them into their villages, sharing their food, their music and their stories. Magellan, in turn, offered them goods from his homeland, sparking a lively exchange of goods and ideas. He navigated not just the seas, but also the intricate social dynamics of the tribes, establishing relationships based on respect and mutual benefit. He managed to bridge the gap between 2 worlds that had existed independently of each other for millennia. Despite language barriers and cultural differences, Magellan forged alliances and traded goods with the locals. But their greatest challenge lay ahead. As the fleet arrived in the Philippines in April of 1521, they found themselves entangled in a complex conflict with the native chieftain Lapulapu. The ensuing Battle of Mactan marked a tragic turn in their voyage. Magellan, the visionary leader of this daring expedition, was killed in battle. His dream of circumnavigating the globe was left unfinished, yet his dream did not die with him. His courageous crew, bereft of their captain, chose to carry on. They sailed on through uncharted waters, driven by the spirit of their fallen leader. In 1522, they completed the first circumnavigation of the globe, a feat of human endurance and determination. Though Magellan did not live to see his dream realized, His legacy endures as a testament to the indomitable spirit of exploration and discovery.